Hey guys, what up? How's it going? How's it going? Don't you where I live? I remember we talked on TikTok. So you're cool. I got you covered. Trying to remember what your questions were or what the signs were. So I had signs to go on. But fill me in, even if you want to type it down here in the chat box, then when I get to yours, I'll pop back over to the chat box and I can read it. So we're cool. Then I can get like dialed in. Otherwise, I'll do like a you versus them. I'll tap into your person. All you got to do is think about them. All right. But what's up, guys? Hey, Faith and Love. You too got you covered. If you want to type in some details, peace. You know how it goes, Faith and Love. It's all cool. What you up to? Spinny hugs, girl. Hey, Aisha, what up? Hey, what's up, Sunshine? How you doing? Rohama, what's up, Shelby? I hope you don't get mad when I do that, Rohama. I just like the way it rolls off the tongue that way. I'm like, Rohama. I don't know. I just do it. I'm weird like that. What you up to, Shelby? What's cooking? How's it going, guys? Faye, thanks for the like button comment. I dig it. Thank you. I love support. We're a family here. You guys are so cool. Wait, Shelby, are you getting the comments? Are you seeing the comments? All right, cool. Hey, Rebecca, what up? How's it going? Rebecca Crooks, how's it? What's up, Shells? How you guys doing? I'm doing good too. I'm good too. Good weekend. I like doing the all signs right after Sunday when I rest. Oh my gosh, I was charged. It was so cool. Thanks. Thanks, Steve Allen. Thank you, thank you. It's the good tired. That's the cool part. That's awesome that you bring that up. I was talking about it because yeah, I dig doing it Mondays in the mornings after resting. It's cool because the channeling gets to be a lot. This is like perfect, and it's going to work good for the schedule to get the personals back up and running. So I dig it. And if you have sent emails, hang tight and be patient. I am knocking them out. I'm doing about like 20, 25 a day and getting them knocked out. So if you have sent an email, I will get to it. I promise. Hey, what's up, Pastel Yellow? Quite right. What you up to? They call you Pastel Yellow. Jazzy. Aw, Jazz. Thank you, girl. Spinny hugs. Hi, what up? How you doing? What's up, Annalyn? How's it going? AF in the house. Just curious what's coming in for you guys. Okay. Let's see. He's a little quiet after the weekend together a few weeks ago. Just curious what's coming. Oh, I got you covered. I will totally tap into that. Thanks, Aisha. I love that you guys are subscribing and hanging out. We're going to hit that 100K easy peasy. I cannot wait to do that telethon style that we just answer all your guys' questions here, TikTok. I'm going to just live stream it. It'll be cool. That's for that one. I'm going to definitely rock the Caitlin Petty hoodie. I need to be warm and comfy. I mean, you guys, I'm very blessed. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and being a part of this. Because, like, if there was nobody watching me, I wouldn't have nobody doing these for you guys. And it means the world to me. I just love it's part of my. It makes me happy when other people are happy. It's kind of cool. I already see it. I think that way too, Aisha. I'm the first tarot channel to hit 1 million subscribers. Right? Got to think big. It's the John Lennon vibes. I love it though. Oh, I will spinny hug you, a girl in love. Totally. Where about you at? Are you in Nashville or are you in Detroit? I got you. I was just talking about that during the announcements on the collab. Yeah, Frankie and I are doing another collab. I love collabing with Frankie. She's so cool. But I did, yeah. I'm trying to figure out a thing that we could do maybe somewhere like along the I-275 corridor or some stuff. You're in Virginia? I actually want to go to Virginia. I think it'd be cool to get down that way. Oh, our paths shall cross. I will totally owe you a spinny hug. I promise. What's up, Tina Marie? How you doing? Dude, we're fire here. This family is power, man. I love it. Your guys' prayers have been working and helping. Mama T's doing good, even with what she's facing. And that she's a Scorpio. She's gonna beat Cancer. She's totally gonna beat Cancer. It's cool. That would have been so cool, Faith and Love. Dude, I love being down in Nashville. It's such a cool vibe. I mean, both states have cool vibes. I love Michigan. I love Tennessee. You guys are awesome. It's so cool. But yeah, if you ever bump into me in public, like especially if you like to frequent, they opened a Cava in Canton. I will drive there for that. I usually only get Cava when I'm in Tennessee, but they got one in Michigan now. So if you bump into me somewhere, like usually you can find me around Canton, Livonia, and Royal Oak. Those are my stomping grounds. And we only got, I think like the bestest mall we've got left when I go shopping is usually Great Lakes Crossing. So they still got a lot of stuff there, and it's a nice little cruise. Maryland is beautiful. I got family in Maryland. We used to go and visit. Mom's got some cousins in Maryland. We used to go there. I love Maryland with the hills and the mountains, and everything is blacktop and asphalt. All the driveways were really long and like hilly. It used to be so cool. Oh, thanks, Alexa. Spinny hugs. I'm glad you stopped by and said, hey, what up? Hey, Alexa. I love doing that when you stop by because then everybody's Alexa goes off. Harford County. Oh, okay, okay. Oh my, dude, I know, right? Cava. Oh, dude, I love it. That's usually one of the first stops when I get down to Tennessee. Then they open one in Michigan. I'm like, yeah, buddy, it's cool. Oh my gosh, yeah. Dude, I love the traveling. It's fun. It's fun to get to travel and see you guys. I got like Frankie's down in Florida, so I go down to see her. I've got friends that are in Kentucky and North Carolina and New York and Maine, families in Wisconsin and Maryland. I love traveling. I need to get more on the West Coast. What, Pernice, aren't you? You want to know? There's a lot going on. Okay, I know, right? I've been talking with Vladdy. Everything's going fine, not bad. Somebody passed out in the corner. It's fine. He's fine. I'm being told that we have the finest doctors. The UK be like, this is history repeating itself. Germany's like, yeah, don't do nothing. No, right? Poor Ukraine's sitting there going, we didn't do nothing either. China's like, I didn't see nothing. Right? China's not even around right now. USA is still that. USA is figuring out a lot of stuff. It's fine. It's fine. I'm being told everything's fine. Ballroom. Anyways, I mean, Peacock Bunker. What? No. What? Exactly. Oh, Aisha, they speak very fast. China, they talk fast sometimes. Very fast talkers. I cannot. I'm in so much trouble probably. Oh gosh, when I get to heaven, there's gonna be like everybody from every culture is gonna be like, we want to talk to you first, Archer. What's up, sitting on the dock of the bay? All right, yeah, we're gonna go top events on the events of the events, right? It's gonna work out. Anybody waiting on the benefits? They're gonna open back up. They're waiting for the 11/11 portal. They started talking about open the 11/9 mark. Boom, surprise! Really? I knew it. What's up with November 9th, anyways? Paul McCartney. But yeah, and I'll bet you watch 11/11 and the portal energy. Something I'm gonna pull out a lot of money. We're gonna fix everything. It's gonna be fine, and I'm the savior. Nobel Peace Prize. I really don't get into politics. I don't follow it. Which is part of my X2420 mission is to keep religion and keep it going, right? A lot of tarot readers are like, we don't do religion, we don't do politics, we don't do health, we don't do legal, right? I'll dive into everything, but the politics thing is so crazy. All right. I did watch Saturday Night Live on Saturday. That cold open, that was the cold open was great. Oh my god. Saturday Night Live, dude. Lauren Michaels, look, Lauren Michaels, work your stuff out with Alec Baldwin because that man, I don't care what he's gone through and what he's doing, that his personal life's nobody else's business but his own. Okay, even if that whale of a dump truck cut him off, not our business, not our problem. All right. My kindergarten teacher told me to mind my pace, mind my own pace, right? She also told me lefties were the devil's minions and tried to make me right-handed, but that's irrelevant to the situation, right? But yeah. Lauren, we need Alec Baldwin right now on Saturday Night Live. We absolutely do. It's not. Check your guys' end because I got a full signal bar on my side. I'm seeing it clean. Double check or do a reset. And oh, Aisha, that's one thing you might do if you're on your phone too. I do this all the time. Is use your airplane mode. Okay, pop your airplane mode, and then it'll take it off the current cell tower. And then when you take it back out of airplane mode, it'll pop back around and it'll connect to a longer, closer tower. I do it all the time when my cell phone starts lagging. I just hit the airplane mode, wait about 5 seconds, hit the airplane mode again. It finds a stronger tower than the one it's being connected to. So that might help. Is it getting better? Which is interesting because, okay, so you know what that tells me too on my end of things? My end of things, it tells me that the new software that I used for the all signs this morning is working better than a direct live feed right through YouTube. Whoa. Yeah, that is a really cool cell phone trick. That is a really cool cell phone trick. But I'm going to use the software then for this too. Because that stuff this morning on the all signs with the new stuff, it streamed really good. But that's cool. All right. Hang on, we'll see too. The airplane mode thing works really good because the more you drive and move and go through buildings and stuff, the cell towers it'll garble-y. And if you do that, if you pop airplane mode and then back out of it, it disconnects from the tower the phone was hooked to. And then when it reconnects, it finds a closer, stronger tower. I do it all the time. There's a lot of dead zones by where I live too, between trees and buildings and stuff, but it helps. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Liv. No problema. I remember we talked over on TikTok. So I'm like, yeah, I got you. I got you covered. Piece of cake. All right. Speaking of which, let's read some cards. Let's do it to it. The All Signs is out and available. Aries, Taurus, Gemini tomorrow, etc. and so forth. All right. You guys ready? Dude, it works, don't it, Rahama? It's good. It saves my phone's backside a bunch of times. All right. Oh, cool. It worked, Carla. You good? Okay, cool. And I'm on my backup internet provider too, just trying to make sure we're covered across the board. All right. I'll start using the software for the full stream because this morning did really good. Okay, let's rock. Let's do this. Let me switch over to the fan funding screen. I'll come back so I can scroll back to catch any questions that got missed. And if I get near down to yours and you got a chance to like copy paste your question back in, if it's not in the super chat, that would be awesome sauce. If not, we'll figure it out. I got this. Now I first day on the job. All right, so let's do it to it. And thank you guys for the super chats. You are awesome. I can't wait to get back into the personals. All right, I'm going to start with the biblical tarot a little bit. Okay, Savage Jen, what's up? How you doing? You're going to be at 11:20. Let's go 11:20 for you. All right, let's see here. All right, do Leo and you ever get over the past events? Okay, we're keep bickering and still feeling insecure. Okay, I got you. All right, God, tap me into me and give me everything you got. Let's do this. Page of Pentacles to the Empress. Yes. The Fool card. Something about Venus. It's like a Venus and Aries energy. And I think at the moment, I'll double check. Venus is in Sagittarius. So it is about the love and the fire. So what I'm seeing on the Page of Pentacles to the Fool card is this is coming up to an event where you guys get the opportunity to say, look, I don't want to keep bickering, but can we just have a clear and concise communication about it? Okay. Leo's fight or flight keeps kicking in because your Leo is still kind of a little bit receiving the messages and taking things just a little too personal. Okay. That's part of Leo's like work, project, lesson, whatever. Okay. Is about not taking it so personal, just understanding that Gem just wants to talk. All right. It's not everyone in the world is out to get your Leo, but at the moment your Leo thinks that a little bit of paranoia and stuff. All right. So I do see it'll need to be, thank you, Page of Wands. It'll need to be a little bit where a little nurturing, to be like a feral cat syndrome where you're like, look, I just want to talk about it. I'm not lashing out on you. All right. Your Leo is still working on learning a lot of the emotional intelligence about instead of just bickering or going off about it, to look and go, look, that's kind of making me feel this way about it, so that you can come back and go, well, I didn't mean it that way. And it goes through a bit of a conversation coming up during Mercury retrograde to let the bickering end to go, the bickering is not working right. This is a bit about your Leo learning about communication and not taking everything so personally. All right. A lot of the emotional intelligence on your Leo's journey is about how they react to things that are presented to them, because this happens at their job. This happens everywhere. And they take everything so personally that it's caused a lot of problems in your Leo's life, right? A manager comes to him and critiques him. And the next thing you know, you're, hey, what have you been up to? I got a new job. Why? What happened? Oh, that boss was stupid. Didn't like the boss. The boss was just critiquing him and he got a little offended by it. And he's like, that's it. I quit. I'm out. Right? Can't do that in the relationship either. All right. And so the banter is where your Leo protects himself. But I do see the bantering coming in where you can even kind of teach on this Page of Pentacles, Priscilla teaching the teachers, to teach Leo that. To be like, look, the way I don't know if you mean this is bickering, but I'm taking it that way. And it's how it's making me feel. So I wasn't trying to make you feel that way. I thought we were just having a good time. Kind of like how when I was growing up, me and Mama T, we always had this banter between ourselves. And my Aries father used to yell at me for talking down to my mother or talking back to my mom, and even used to look at Mama T and be like, why are you talking to our kid that way? But we got it and it was cool. All right. It's a bit of that, right? Your Leo might even not realize the bantering's hurting. Kind of like how my dad was like, what are you guys doing? We're just bantering. But your the Leo's roar cuts, right? So there's a little bit of that fine line to dance in. See, the fire sign didn't get it, but the two water signs in my household growing up, we totally understood. All right. So it's a little bit of Bill Murray, Lost in Translation, Temperance. You find that balance and everything. You and your Leo will work this out. And Eight of Pentacles, you guys will work together. This lesson is built for two, where you kind of get to lead the dance. Okay. Because according to Leo, you can really dance. Ooh. Okay. So I hope that helps. All right, Shelby. What up, Shelby? Okay, you are going to be at 15 exactly. I kind of dig that. That's cool. All right. Will Michael be reaching out soon, or should I reach out to him? All right. You got an LOL, but a heart, Shelby. My Sag grandma, the November 24th Sag, she used to always say, behind every joke lies a little truth. And behind your LOL is a big red heart. Shelby loves Michael. And I think that's really cool. Page of Swords. Oh, dude, cool. 7 of Wands, 6 of Swords. This is nice. Michael is going to get to reach out soon. You're definitely going to hear from him before we get into Aquarius season. But with that Page of Swords, I'm really thinking that he's already making plans too. All right. Now, on the 7 of Wands and the 6 of Swords, I do think David versus Goliath, that it is okay for you to reach out. And I'm going to pull cards on this. All right. Because this God is telling me with the 7 of Wands, this is where the LOL came from. Because you're like, I don't want it, right? Understandable. Page of Swords. You guys are both actually doing that, just so you know. On his side of the fence, he's going, I don't wanna. But yet, if one of you guys did, Judgment card, Justice card, Death card, that's a ton of major arcana. Wait, hold on. Hierophant, more major arcana. This would take things forward on you guys so you can start growing together. All right? So now, let's help alleviate a little bit of anxiety. All right? Let's see what would happen if you were to reach out. Let's say you go for it and you're like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to push send because you both want to. Page of Swords. You both want to. Both of you guys sitting there reading the old text messages in the phone. Aw, so much paralleling. The Hermit, the World card, 6 of Cups. Okay, if you were to go for it, Knight of Pentacles. First of all, understand it won't be an instant reply. Okay, you're not Mercury retrograding. Again, very similar to Savage Gem. I think you and Savage Gem are soulmates. You guys are in the same tribe because it's because you both want to. If you did, it would be a slight delay, just enough of a pause for you to go like, well, that didn't work. I'm still blocked. Oh God, this was bad. But then it would open up with the World card. So if you can do it by disconnecting from it and not expect the response and even make it more of like something that you send the text for him, his sake, more than your sake, so to speak, right? Like thinking about you, hope you're well, stuff like that. At first, Hermit card to the World card, he'd stop, he'd be shocked, he'd be like, I didn't think Shelby was thinking about me anymore. And then I'd be there and I'd be like, we've done readings on you, dude. She's been thinking about you for a minute. Are you serious? I'm like, yeah. After what happened? Yup, totally. 6 of Cups. This would, after a minute, it could take up to 6 hours for him to respond. But then he does, and like, have you been? And it would actually be what starts the connection rekindled, where you guys can actually start talking nostalgia. Like, remember how silly it was when we used to lose the remote all the time? Oh my gosh, I remember that. Remember driving in the car with your hands on my legs and stuff? Yeah, I remember that. Oh my gosh. So there would actually, it would take a minute for it to get off the ground, Knight of Pentacles, but it would actually start it in the process. All right. If you did wait, I am being told that around the 26th, he would reach out. It'll be during the Mercury retrograde. It'll be just around the end of the retrograde if you wanted to wait it out. If not, you're not retrograding. You're taking action. All right. So I dig it. Hope it helps. All right. Next up, what's up, Hayden? How you doing, Hayden Seal? All right. Let's put yours at 1838. All right. Is A honest about everything he's told me about his upbringing? At this point, he's told me a lot, and I've been manipulated by others in the past. Okay. I got you. All right. Whoa. I was going to say fill me in, but let's see what we got. Queen of Wands, King of Swords, the Devil, the 6 of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. What I'm seeing on this one is, yeah, he's actually being legit. King of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. He's filling you in on what he's gone through. He's attempting to trust you because with what he's gone through as well, the bits and parts that he does hide or sugarcoat, they come back out later on, okay? He's told you what he's safe and comfortable with, but it is also honest, all right? The Devil and the King of Swords says that he has dealt with a lot of the female versions of the guys that you've dealt with. Therefore, you guys are both guarded. Therefore, he is selectively opening up about his past. But in this case, he's being honest. Queen of Wands to the Devil. This one here, I know you've been through 2 very rough endings. There's 2 people that, you know, got a piece of your heart, right? This energy here beats the devil. It's like you're out of that devil cycle. That on this one going forward, it's a little different with the transformation on the High Priest that tells me that he is being legit. He's on a higher level than your past people. This one here, let's not charge him as guilt until he gives us a reason to. And the moment in the cards, I don't see anything wrong. King of Cups. This guy's been through a lot that led him through an awakening and turning the cup of love inward on himself. So what you don't realize is he's bringing no additional baggage to the table. I like that. All right. He's actually hiding the fact that he is doing better than he's underselling himself right now. He's under promising in order to over deliver. Okay. So yeah, this is actually pretty cool, but I could totally see why with what you've gone through, especially with that devil card showing up, why you'd be like, I don't know. He's legit. You're cool. All right. Okay. Aisha, that's going to be a big part for both of you guys. Neither of you guys totally trust easy. Okay. So that's going to be a hard one as you guys grow into a connection, is to understand that, yeah, it's totally cool to not trust any of either of your past people, but it's okay to trust each other. That's your private life, right? You guys get your own private bubble when you're at home alone on your own. All right. Can't trust the world, can't trust your exes, but you two, that's your bond. That's going to keep you guys together, is that you guys become each other's safe place. All right. Aisha, you're going to be at 2111. Oh, nice. Whoa, the cards are all over the place. Hold on. That one goes that way. That was the 9 of Cups. So that's cool. That's something you're praying for. Some blessings coming in. All right, Aisha, we got this. Oh, okay. The cards keep turning around for you. That's kind of cool. Does he sense that I'm talking to someone new, and is he scared to lose me? What are his true feelings, intentions, and next actions? Okay, got you. Lots of love your way too, girl. Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups to the 4 of Cups. Okay, the only reason that here's the thing. He doesn't think you're talking to anyone new at the moment. At the moment, he still thinks you guys are both like healing from what went on. 4 of Cups into the 9 of Cups. That 9 of Cups did come back out when I saw it. I love when that happens. That happens all the time when I see cards in a pre-shuffle. They always come back into the reading. 9 of Cups on the 4 of Cups. What I'm seeing is at the moment, he's still a little in his own centeredness of being like, oh, this is going to be fine. It's going to work out. I think it'll be fine. I can take all the time I want. 4 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune says somehow in the grapevine, he does find out about it. Okay. I don't know if it's through a digital, if he snoops social media, a mutual friend or somebody that's like, I think Aisha is talking to someone. So it's not even so much of a spiritual disconnect as the guardian angels will line him up to see that you are talking to someone new. Okay. Now, Page of Wands says this is a bit of the karma to be received. This could drive him back in. However, this other person is kind of really good. 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. This new person's a little bit of a blessing. 7 of Cups. Ooh, 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, King of Pentacles into the 8 of Wands. Geez. So he is going to totally see and know this, and he will make an attempt once he figures it out, what's going on. However, I'm being told that the new person talking to you is actually a very mature individual. King of Pentacles, Joseph in charge of Egypt, and also not a deception. This new dude's already healed from his deception in 5 stages of grief. And should you stay forward with him, you've got something very long-term. That yes, indeed, your other person will sense about losing the connection. Okay. And that very well could be part of his karmic reward, is to see you go on and be happy. Okay. It might be just enough of an awakening, because 7 of Cups, that is a bit of the Love Island card that comes out, where you may be faced with options that he reaches back out. You got something good going on. That's that grand mal test that comes in. Do you want to go back this way and continue to help him heal and work through it? It would get there. Or do you want to stay on this track here with this really awesome sauce and see how much more awesomer it can go? 10 of Wands does show the ability to put the baggage aside and move forward with the new person into a very abundant energy. Okay. So you got where it will go in either direction. Within the next 7 weeks, you'll hear from him that he's found the error of his ways and he's ready to come back around. However, if you keep talking to the new person, it's going to like grow into something. 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Either way, you can't make a wrong move. You're either going to get one person scared straight to come and correct, or you're going to keep going with the new person and it leads you right into the 10 of Pentacles. By Virgo season next year, the stuff that starts happening during Mercury retrograde now sets the tone for your future relationship. By Virgo season next year, you're settled in and living with somebody. All right. Either one of them. It's the one you pick. All right. I hope it helps. It's a lot. You got 2 people that lots of love you back, Aisha. That's some heavy vibes. And if you I know, right? And if you did it as like even if you were like, "I'm gonna do it as a bluff or something like that," now you've got 2 people interested in you. You're like, "I'm just gonna start talking to this other person." The other person's like, "Oh my god, I really" like, it's almost like the vibes is you started to do it in a way to, like, make him jealous, but in the end, it backfires on you, and you really fall in love with the other person. Mhm. And you have to and privately forever, just like us here at the family, that you come in and you're like, "Yeah, we got married, we had a lot of kids, and everybody's really happy, and the money is insane, the house is awesome," and we're all like, "But I thought you were using him to make your ex jealous," and you're like, "Ex who? What? Huh? I don't know." Right? You're too busy with your Bessie and a Tessie to even think about the past, and you're like, "I totally didn't plan this to all work out this way." And then 10 years from now, you hop online and you're just quietly looking and like, I wonder what he's been up to. Bum, unemployed, no social media. Oh my gosh, look what happened to him with that person he got with. And oh my gosh, whoa. Let's clear the browser history and I'm gonna go text my man right now and be like, "Hey baby, what you I know." All right. Let's see. Next up, let's see what we got. And I will be doing. We'll do another super chat tomorrow too. On tomorrow, I'll release it at 4 p.m. Eastern, and then we'll do another 4:30 p.m. to launch it. All right. Let's see. Next up, I hope that helps, Aisha. You're gonna be like, this totally went wrong in the best possible way. And God's like, I did that. All right. A girl in love. What's up, you girl in love? You with your cheeks glowing. What's up with your cheeks? Do people compliment your cheeks, girl in love? You're going to be at 2633. Okay, does Brandon still desire me or find me attractive? Because he's been distant and quiet. All right. Give me you want some details. All right, I got you. I got you. I'm going to try to stay in the original standards and practices that we set, but let's see how far we can go down that well. Let's go. 3 of Wands. Okay, we're going to go pretty far down there. Ace of Pentacles into the 4 of Wands. We're all the way down there. The Chariot, the 5 of Wands with the Death card, and the High Priestess to the 9 of Cups. Okay, Brandon totally still desires you. The quietness and the insecurities are being brought out of the tabooness of things in this one, and the fact that 3 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Is that because of what you guys went through, he is unsure how to take that first step now. He's telling me, Archer, with the way things went down, it would be the vibes that if at some point Brandon looked at you and was like, I told you I'll not have feelings for you after what we went through, and that's it. He's like, how would she come back from that? And I'm like, it's cool. She's actually getting tarot readings on you. She's willing to forgive for the stuff you said, because it's really a very classic twin flame journey. The separation of two that have to come back together. Look, Chariot to the 5 of Wands. The runner and the chaser come into flippity floppity. Because you didn't chase, you stayed put like a lighthouse. And that's what brings in the Ace of Pentacles. So it's not over yet. I'm going to get some vibes about this. I mean, I know we got the big thing right here is the how in the world could I, there's no way. So let me see. That's what Brandon thinks. Brandon's like, I don't think how after how long it's been and how distant and quiet, how in the world nobody would forgive me. He's very used to people not forgiving, right? Queen of Wands, the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles with Page Cups. By Sagittarius season, things will be ironed out between the two of you guys, and Brandon will open up and just be like, I'm just gonna. It's most likely one of those texts or voicemails. It's like, well, I know you're not like. It comes in out of a place of lack on the 9 of Wands, right? Because Brandon needs proof. Brandon needs to know for sure before he takes that risk, because he's like, I can't handle the rejection. I'm like, Brandon, you got no way. I cannot look at you and give you 100% certainty, because a girl in love, she's got free will too, right? For all we know, her and Aisha, they're talking to new people, right? Anyways, you know what I mean, right? His mind could be building some conspiracy theories around you that's even leading to the insecurities of being like, I know she's found somebody else by now. She has to have. There's no way. And then we grew apart and everything that happened, not a chance, right? Deborah, the prophecies and the leader, says otherwise, okay? So this is where it's getting built out of, is that he can't, like, he has, you know how he is. He's got to have it. Like, he wants me to give him the date, the time, the answer you're going to give, everything. Like, he would be very in specific of like, Archer, I need to know 100% that if I talk to her, that she's going to forgive me. And I'm like, I got no way to, between you and me, I'd be like, I know, but I would tell him otherwise. I can't tell you that because of the free will factor involved. She might free will have found somebody else. That's what his mind is doing to him. It's going to be getting him into the FOMO energy on retrograde to get him to reach out. In the Empress, you will receive a message, and then he'll open his heart chakra back up. He's the Grinch because he does think that you moved on with how long it's been, okay? And when he does Page of Swords onto your social medias and sees you doing okay, he's like, yeah, no. It's total the Grinch vibes of being like, what? She's still singing without packages, without the roast beast? And that's what causes his heart to energize so that you can get a message. You guys will get this worked out during Sagittarius season, all right? I think a big factor on it's the Jupiter retrograding in Cancer right now. That gets him to the point of like real love. Like he is figuring out and processing the fact that he is in love with you. And now he's fearful that too much damage has been done, but yet we know it's cool. And I think that's the thing that'll get him to power forward on this one, okay? All right, I hope that helps. Sage Moon Jam, what up? How's it going? All right, Sage Moon Jam, what we got for you? Let's see what we got. All right, what are Virgo's next feelings and actions? You're going to be at 3103. All right, Virgo's next feelings and actions. And thank you for your generosity, girl. Oh, my goodness. Make sure you got something for yourself. Make sure you get some dinner and stuff, okay? All right, thank you. Virgo's next feelings and actions. Ace of Pentacles. By Capricorn season, there's a fresh start. Seven of Swords. No, new start. I literally got corrected on that one to go, nope. New start. I'm like, oh, okay. Big confirmation on Capricorn energy with the Devil card that it tells me Capricorn season. You guys are going to have this. So retro, hold on. And check this out. With Mercury retrograding, your Virgo right now is going very deep internal. That's what this retrograde is mostly about with the changes in the other planets around it and the time that it's happening, is that everybody looking back to being like, okay, what do I need to change? What do I need to do? How can I be better? Like everybody's in Papa John's pizza energy right now. What can I do to do it better? How can I be better? How can I be the best me, right? And that's what's going to lead your Virgo to realizing the way your Virgo can be a better person is to be with you in his life. And that's what leads out to an apology on the Nine of Wands. He is kind of a little bit like Job right now. I remember when Job was on the inside, that Job was like, all right, God, I need proof. You got to show me. All right. And this one, he's going to literally come in. That's, I see him somehow. I'm being told he sends you proof that he's done some work to change is how it starts. And with the Queen of Wands, you guys beat the devil energy exactly as how it's supposed to be in your blueprint with the lovers. And he chooses to move forward with you and come out of the silence. And just so you know, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, he is single. He's working on his self-love, bearing himself into his job at work. And you guys will be okay with the Six of Wands. It's success for you. The fall of Jericho is what leads you guys to your victory. All right. So I hope that helps. And thank you. He's going to apologize and see where you guys can go. That Nine of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, chef's kiss. That he's had a lot of work to do to come in correct. But it's cool. Okay. Devin. What's up, Devin? How you doing? What up, Devin? Oh, Devin, thanks for the afternoon off. Just a Knight Rider joke. Okay, let's see what we got on this one. You're at 3322. Hermit card. Does he want a family with me? He seems to hint. I think so, but he's afraid that he might be afraid of his own health, that he may have an issue making babies. And yet, I don't think he's got a problem. Page of Swords. Look. Okay, heads up, straight up, Dev. Okay, check this out, Dev. Hermit card. He does. I think he has low testosterone. I think that's all this is. In reality, he isn't. He is very, for some reason, telling me he fears that he's firing blanks. But okay. Here's the thing with the Queen of Wands and this Ace of Pentacles still hanging out here. It's telling me that his problems are not him, but his exes were the problems that caused this low testosterone energy. Okay, so he wants a family with you. At the moment, the thing he hasn't told you with that Hermit card that he's keeping to himself is that because like he's like I don't know if I can handle this or if I can perform or do it. Maybe I can't do it, right? But the thing on this is with that Queen of Wands to the Page of Swords, he's already looking it up and thinking about it. So he does want a family with you. At the moment, he's trying to find some way of internally being like, oh, good, I can still make babies. Seriously. And it's like, bro, if you're that worried about, like, if he and me were buddies, I'd be like, bro, if you're that worried about it, call a doctor, go into your GP, get checked out, have him run a test on you or something, right? See if you're good. right? See if the old 6-shooter still. Anyways, he is totally worried that he's not like Buster Scruggs. That's what I got to call it. But anyhow, the thing is, he doesn't have a problem. The female narcissists he's dealt with before would do more work than Margaret Thatcher. You know, well, it's not him. It's his exes. Page of Wands. Oh, geez. Page of Wands, Dark Card, 3 of Wands. You guys will open up and talk about it. And part of the healing for both of you guys is that you help him get his groove back on. And then the rewards for you are you need to take the weekend off. Let me see if there's children in your guys' future. And I do suspect 3 because that's the wise men bringing gold, frankincense, and myrrh to the baby, right? Looking for the baby, right? Which way through this desert? Where's Jerusalem? I heard there's a stable we're going to visit. You got, translation, the stork. I believe 3 children. Queen of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Y'all are going to have a Cancer, a Capricorn, and a Virgo. Straight up. There are 3 babies in your inner energy. Hierophant and the 8 of Wands. And the 9 of Cups. And the Justice card. Come on, you guys are going to totally wind up married with children. Okay? You're going to, Dev, you're going to wind up being Peg Bundy. I hope that helps. You'll be okay. And he will, you're going to help him out of this bit of him being like, no, I'm not very confident and comfortable in that. All of a sudden, watch out. Once you do get him to open up, oh, geez, oh, pizza, girl. Oh, my gosh. Okay. You're going to have to order DoorDash and keep the door locked. All right. I'm the victim. No, no. Anyhow, I hope that you guys, that poor dude, like if he's telling me, he's like, Archer, I got a problem here. I'm like, yeah, the problem with your ex is they wrecked your brain. That's all. That's all. You and Dev are cool. All right. Dev will totally let you pull her hair. Anyways, what? Huh? I don't remember now. I'm not here now. I hope that helps. All right. Next up. Oh, dude, totally. All right. Let's see. There we go. Got it. All right. I'm going to switch the decks. I'm going to go over to the Archer deck here for a second. Okay. Let's see. Next up is Sweet Stacy. What's up, my lovely Leo? What are you doing? Girl, what you doing, partner? All right, energy check-in. You're gonna be at 37.33, or if you want to do 37.22 so you get the purr, that's cool too. I don't care. All right. All right, energy check-in for Joey. What's up with Sweet Stacy's Cancerian? Give me whatever comes out for Sweet Stacy and the Cancer Leo stuff. Dude, as I'm saying the Cancer Leo stuff, the Knight of Pentacles came out and it's almost fully reversed. It is like 75% reversed, which means this is getting ready to take off. And the Empress card comes in. Oh, good Lord, Joey totally has thought about rolling you over and making you purr. That came from Joey. What do you... Hold on. Queen of Cups. Joey loves you. The Devil, and Joey can't believe he loves you. The 4 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. He swore off love. He was like, nope, never again. Not Stacy, not anybody. Can't do it. But Stacy's kind of hot. But no, I don't. Oh my God. He's fighting his feelings and he can't hold back much longer. Because you're sitting here going, oh my gosh, out of all the exes and everybody that he's dealt with, it really has taken this long to think about me. I'm me. That's where he's coming from too with the Queen of Cups, the Devil. He's fighting the feelings, okay? Because all of a sudden in Joey's brain right now, this has gone from, oh no, ick, nope, not gonna happen. Not a chance. I'm gonna just do me, drive my shiny BMW, King of Wands, and be, man, but I do kind of like Stacy. Oh no, what I'm feeling some type of way about. That's because you're falling in love. Look at you guys both checking your phones, wondering what the other person's up to on that Devil card. There you are with your red shirt on, looking at your phone. He's looking at his phone. The Devil's on his back right now being like, oh, Stacy's probably got, Stacy don't think about you that way. Stacy don't like you like that. What are you thinking about? Stacy's mom probably don't like you either. Stacy's mom's got it going on though. I mean, look at Stacy's mom. Your mom's sitting over there like Jessica Tandy in Arrested Development. So she's cool with it too. The thing is, here's the thing. You will get a message from Joey confessing feelings while you're something about with your mother. Because your mom's the first one that finds out you and Joey are going to try to do something about this. You know it. Let me see if Joey knows it. Because like you already know you guys wind up together. Even when you guys met and were like, no, this is too weird. This is not going to happen. There's not a chance. Joey wasn't ready. You were ready. Joey was unawoke. That's why he was chasing that other tail when he's supposed to be chasing your tail. Because you know what they say, curiosity killed the cat, and satisfaction brought it back. Page of Cups, the Emperor, Daddy's home on the Nine of Swords with the King of Cups. Joey is finishing his own awakening in the Dark Night of the Soul to cut out the way he acted when you guys first met and actually realize that he only wants to be with you in the Emperor. Page of Cups, the Emperor, right out of the silence, out of nowhere. I think in the next 9 days, you're going to hear from Joey. I do have a feeling that this gets back on track well before we get into the solid holiday season and Christmas time and everything. Okay? Joey's getting ready to reach out because it's like, that's a lot to process to be like, nope. I only see Stacy in this light. Except now I kind of see Stacy in this light and I'm feeling some type of way. I'm like, it's just love. You know, it's like that Beatles song. It's only love and that is all. Why should I feel the way I do? He'll make it through this one. All right. You guys, I got shut up from telling you how much he like fantasizes about you, but I had to say it. Okay. I know the Ace of Wands didn't show up. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm still going to use this deck, but I still had to say that. So you want to butter his crab legs. He wants to make you purr. You guys are both really nervous and awkward about moving forward to do it, yet you guys both totally really want it. Cool. Oh, when you guys come together, it's going to be an explosion, a shock heard around the world. Like it'll probably make the news events that there was an earthquake or something, and yet there won't have been any tectonic plates movements happening because this is a lot of buildup. All right. So I hope that helps. Anyways, Rahama, what up, Rahama? Why are you being all generous? Oh my gosh, girl, thank you. You're too much. All right, you're going to be at 4144, okay? I like that. I kind of like angel number 144 too. Okay, so you unfollowed and removed Caden from 2 social apps except one. Okay. Is it going to make any difference to him? And did he notice? Will he try something or move on with 0 care? Okay, I gotcha. Let me see what we're up to. The Emperor, he's going to start off by standing his ground at first. A little bit of the fact that he doesn't have much situational awareness. So straight up, he didn't notice it right away. There's a system of events, a series of chain reactions that happen to this in order to get us to the outcome, 10 of Pentacles, which is the outcome. Because he goes in and looks when he freaks out, noticing the sub count went down. Yep. And then I would sit and tell him that's the reason I don't watch that stuff, because you watch that stuff and the watch pot never boils. So he sees here in the next like 4 to 6 days, he's like, wait, why are my counts down? He looks and he notices right away you're gone. Okay. 6 of Cups to the 6 of Pentacles. Wait a second, what happened? That does lead to it. Okay. So now the thing about this is at first he's going to go quiet. So you got to hang tight on it because he's going to use that one app that you've got to try to check up on you and see what you're up to. Okay. I'm confused, Archer. Why'd Rahama do all that? I'm like, really? Really? And he's like, yeah, really. King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. This is actually what ignites him, that he's like, wait, because it's that similar vibe in the Emperor vibe that he didn't think you'd walk away, that it was just fun to just do this, right? He dug the interaction you guys had going on until you stopped it and said, I know my worth. I'd like more out of this. Queen of Cups into the King of Cups. The King of Swords into the Knight of Cups. You give him the time and he'll come back your way, and this will start with hey, I noticed you haven't been around. What's up? Are you okay? Because he's going to use the one platform to still watch you. But this was needed to start changing his mindset. He liked where you guys were at because he was comfy in it. Now you're gone and he doesn't have anybody to bunk that off of anymore. That's where his life becomes upset and the vibes aren't cool anymore. And it shakes his confidence, which causes the transformation inside to realize, like, if anybody else had unblocked or unfollowed, he wouldn't even have noticed it. But in you, it makes a mark. It's just that little bit of a delayed reaction for him to take the time to notice. All right. So I hope it helps. It's good though. All right. Okay, Shells. Let me switch over. I want to go over to, I'm going to use the stained glass deck. Okay. Let's see. Shells. Okay. A hasn't reached. Okay. Let's put you at 4424. We got 3 4s plus a 2 out of that. That's an 888. All right. A has not reached out at all. Not even about Lexi. But keeps looking at your stories. How come? And it's making me sad and angry. Okay, I gotcha. All right, let me see if I can put some clarity to this. The Seven of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Lover's card with the King of Swords. So a bit of what's going on with this one and the reason for watching, following the stories is, I don't know why, but for some reason, he's in an energy right now of feeling like that you're with someone else. And at the moment, he's in a stage of being like, I'm just looking at the stories and waiting for her to post confirmation that she's with someone else. He is actually so fixated on the fact that you've probably moved on that it's stopping him from taking action because he's too busy, Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, watching instead of just asking. Send a message and be like, hey, it's been a while and I'm sorry. I'm like, did you move on or something like that? He's just inventing the own story in his head. That's why he thinks you have somebody helping you with Lexi. He feels bad about it with that Seven of Wands. The King of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Five of Pentacles into the Ten of Swords. You actually have him in his head pretty big right now. Same thing, King of Wands, the Two of Wands. I bet she found somebody better. I'll bet she did better. I didn't. I screwed it up again. That's sort of a vibe. Five of Pentacles. He really regrets not opening up sooner to you, and that's what's driving the 10 swords into his back. Okay? So even with watching the stories on this, that's the thing that's showing him that you would have been a good choice. And he's got to get through that whole process of thinking he lost you before he's like, okay, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again. Seven of Pentacles, see, still feels a little bit of failure in the Hermit mode. That's got him internal reflecting and licking his wounds. In the Hermit card of Mercury retrograde, what could I have done differently? What did I do wrong? So actually, believe it or not, at the moment, even though it's silent, he's looking inward to be like, how did I mess this up? And we all see it. You and I see it. The family sees it as a big white elephant in the room, piece of cake to tell him what he did wrong. He doesn't yet. Page of Swords, but he's learning. And that's why he's stalking your stories. The posts are actually helping him look inward to be like, well, she's fine. She's okay. Must have been me. Death card. Then he'll undergo the transformation. I still think that before we get to Sagittarius season, you'll hear from him. Scorpio vibes on this, which means he'll retrograde back in. The fear of missing out will come out. All right. Before we get through retrograde, definitely during Scorpio season. All right. That'll be a big choice too, because it could be a test. I think you might have the vibes with all those twos that were showing up, Two of Swords, Two of Wands in that somebody else they might try to take you off the market, Shell. You might just be like shopping at the grocery store and somebody hits on you. And in your head, you're going to be like, wait a second, I'm waiting for why is Mr. 6'5" Blue Eyes Finance Trust Fund hitting on me, asking me which cantaloupe to buy? It's possible. In the carrot section. I don't know. But yeah, so that'll happen first to give you a vibe that you go out just to pick up groceries or something and you get hit on and you're like, oh man. But then he reaches out. So retrograde is going to get you a little more attention than just a returning person and coming to terms with his feelings too. You got some new people coming in to be like, I would love to get to know you better. What kind of a mess can we get into? All right. So I hope that helps. All right. Angel Eyes, what's up? Let's see. I think you did. Yeah, I did see your comment on yesterday's Cards and Coffee that we're all waiting to find out about you. What do I need to know, please? Hot and cold in and which way did those reference? Is that in Angel Eyes AE? Is that in reference to yesterday's reading where you're like it's like hot and cold in and out energy? Just want to know. Just a little curious. I don't know, Shells. You're literally like walking through the produce aisle and somebody asks you for help picking out the melons. I don't know. That's it. And then you're like, oh, this is crazy. Really? I know. But okay, Angel Eyes, let's find out what's going on. All right. I was just wondering which version of hot, cold, in and out energy Angel Eyes is referring to. That's all. The moon card, the moon card, because he actually, the hot and cold in and out is because it's insecurity. He can put up all the way to the start line, and then he gets a little nervous about like his mouth writing checks that he's fearful his body can't cash. Moon card. The Fool card to the King of Pentacles, the Star card on the Knight of Wands. Believe it or not, the reason for this is that he's not very good with it. He is not a player. He's coming off with player vibes, but it's out of insecurity because he'll go in, no problema, but then it gets to put up or shut up time, and he's like, right? So the thing on this is a little bit of like where you get to guide and lead him into this one to help him overcome those insecurities because the insecurity is coming off as player vibes, and it'd be enough that it would mess this up. when it's a lot of insecurities where he's like, I already know this is going to fail. I already know I'm putting my foot in my mouth. This is going to be bad, right? This is where you actually get to nurture a bit of like, hey, I don't mind if this goes like this way or a little further in that with temperance. You're here to show him a little balance and emotion, taking too long, and allow him to like come into another mindset. He really needs to clear his mindset when he's getting like this, because that's what leads to it. He doesn't like, he gets his in and out comes out of the indecisiveness of like the billion of things that could go wrong if the two of you guys took this to the next level. Instead of being like, dude, it's life. Just give it a try and see where it goes, right? That's probably, I think, what he comes to. All right. That's what it is, Angel Eyes. It's a little bit out of the insecurity vibes. And your confidence kind of does kind of like get him a little bit. All right. Sometimes, okay, straight up, your dude sees your confidence streak that's in you. Maybe once or twice, all you got to do is fake it a little bit of like, I can't open the pickle jar, when we know you can open the pickle jar. But maybe it'll make him feel really good and be like, oh, no problem, honey. I got you with that. Oh, my hero. But it works. Okay. He might need a little turbo boost. All right. I hope that helps. Next up is Saggy Girl. What up, Saggy Girl? All right, you're going to be at 5105. 5105. Last night over the phone, Adrian asked me to meet him at the altar. Is he serious? Oh, uh-oh. Let's find out. Oh, boy. Let's find out. 8 of Wands. That's it. I got to do it's tenderness. I got to do it. If I had my glasses on, Saggy Girl, I'd be like, 8 of Wands. Yeah. He's serious. It is totally what my Sag grandma used to say, Archer, behind every joke's a little bit of truth. He was testing you. Let me get more cards on this, because it is totally 8 of Wands. I'm out. He was starting to show a little bit of vulnerability. The 5 of Wands. How are you going to react to it? Temperance card, Moon card, the Star card, a 4 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. He chose to try this. He's serious as a heart attack. He's calling you out on it. If you'd been like, whoa, I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not looking for that stuff. No, thanks. No, it's because, no, he was testing you. I mean, this is way more exciting than if you just been like, so what are your plans for the future? Instead of like that by being like, you're a Sag. You doubt this? Oh, good Lord. I've noticed this in Sagittarius readings. Yeah, it's like, hi, nice to meet you. You're a Sag, let's get married. No, he is legit. Moon card to the Star card. He disguised it as a joke because he was nervous about saying it. He totally sees you as a wifey material. He needs more Cancer in his chart, because that would like, the Cancer energy, he would totally just text a picture of a ring to you. Just be like, you in? What do you think? Whoa, easy. Right? He's serious behind it. He hit it in a joke. He was testing to see if that would freak you out or not. That's his way of moving this storyline forward with you to see where this could go. You do know he's already, like, in his mind, you're already off the market. 4 of Wands, you're not available. You're his. Like, you are not single anymore. The guy really needs to just communicate it straight up across. All right, Moon card to the Star card, the 4 of Wands. By Aquarius season, you guys may be very serious about dancing around the maypole. Okay, so no, he's legit. This guy wants to see where it goes from you. He free will, Wheel of Fortune, chooses you. There's gonna be some jealous people around you, and you're gonna be off the market. He already, like Kelsey Ballerini girl. He's already called dibs on your lips, on your kiss, on your time, girl. He's calling dibs on your hands, on your heart, all his. Okay. No, he's as serious as a heart attack. I kid you not. No Tin Man sheet metal jokes. No, but just go with it. All right, Randy, what up, good sir? Yeah, you're in the clear on this one, Saggy girl. I don't think you suspected it out of Adrian, but he's being serious. All right, Randy, you are going to be at 5405. All right, Randy, I'm so exhausted with this. She used to say I was her best friend. How does she view me now since ghosting? Will she do the work? Does she understand what needs to be done? All right, let me see. The 2 of Cups. The 7 of Swords. The Sun. Nice. The 9 of Swords, the 2 of Wands, into the 8 of Cups. She actually does consider a lot about this, but here's the thing she thinks about the most with you at this current moment in time. Now, She is wondering on her side, 2 of Cups to the 7 of Swords. Here's one of the things she's considering and thinking about. Okay, this is the first thing that popped up when I tapped her energy right now. So this is on her mind. It's very high on the list. Is the fact that, has Randy done anything? She's talked to me and she's like, Archer, I want to straight up level with you. I'm like, okay, I'm tapping your energy. Tell me what you got, Inez. What's up? Right. And she's going, that last argument we had, I brought up a few things. And those were very deep points of mine that I wanted Randy to work on. I told him exactly what got me off and what set me off on this kick, why we've separated at this point. What I need to know, and the reason I've been snooping and looking as opposed to reaching out, is because I don't want to have to tell him again what to work on. I told him in that fight, and I don't think he listens to me. And I'm like, whoa, he totally listens to you. He's been here and part of the fam for a while trying to get this going and see where it's going. She's like, I know, but this is the stuff I talked about. The 9 of Swords, the 2 of Wands. I need him in the silence to choose to work through those things for me. And I'm like, but what if it's not his style? What if it's not his way of doing it? 8 of Cups. She's like, that's why I walked away. I won't proceed through with the divorce because I know deep down inside that Randy and I can work through that part, but I need to know there's a change. I'm watching the social media and I'm watching all this stuff because I want to see that he's doing the work and he hasn't fallen off into an old way of things. And that it's like, oh, I don't need Inez. I'm just going to go live, be single, party, spend money, have a good time. Everything Inez tried to teach. It's like the vibes that if you, let's say, okay, it's like the vibes, Randy, that let's say you're a smoker, right? And she wasn't. She was like, no smoking in the house. And she would assume, she's like, I want to see if while I'm gone, if he smokes in the house. Something like that. Okay. She's telling me that she told you the stuff she wanted to. This is her energy. All right. Hierophant. We're on a higher level here. She's telling me she told you the things that she wanted different or changed. And you told her the things too. Well, this is the problem here. This is the problem here. This is the problem here. Believe it or not, she's working on it. She at the moment doesn't think you're working on anything. She's like, Randy just thinks he's right and doesn't have to do any of the work. I'm like, whoa, Randy and I've been working. No, Randy ain't like that. She's like, it was like that. I'm like, well, everybody on this planet's gone through awakenings, multiple awakenings in their lifetimes. Randy's not the way he was before. Well, when I see he's done something about it, then I'm gonna be good. I'm like, so you need to see something on social media or something? She's like, that's right, Snoop. He knows what to post. Maybe and remember, I'm not going to actually, at this moment in time, this tapped into her energy. I'm not going to downplay it. Let's say her biggest thing was the fact that you never put the toilet seat down or you never load the dishwasher. All right. Right now, that argument holds weight in her head. So I'm not going to sit here and go, Inez, it's just a dishwasher. It's the closet. So he doesn't hang his coat up when he gets home from work. At this moment, that is actually whatever it is. It's very important to her. The Empress. It's very important to her. The Knight of Swords. Maybe we look at it from a perspective and like, oh, dude, that's silly. That's easy. But to her, it actually means a lot. I'm being told you get it, or you know which one it is, and you even know of a way that you could make a post that she would see to be like, oh, wow, he didn't change back into the old, like, he's changing. Oh my God, he's changing. She's waiting for that. Ace of Swords. Don't shoot the messenger on it. But this is her energy and her person. Ace of Swords to the 3 of Swords. The whole reason she posted that picture that I keep calling, I think it was like the tutu picture, the marathon picture, right? The whole reason she did that was to get your goat because she's like, Randy won't change. So I'm going to, everything that he does that hurts me, I'm going to do everything I can to hurt him back. I'm going to post that picture with that dude. Come here, you coworker. You get next to me like we're best buds and have known each other forever. I just started yesterday. I don't care. Get over here, right? I do see some of the stuff you post, though, changes her minds on this one, and she'll come around through it. Magician card to the 4 of Cups. That leads to the 6 of Wands. All right? You guys do still come out and work together on this one. She is very convinced that you haven't changed your ways because it's very hard for her to change her ways. Yet behind the scenes, you guys have both sacrificed an awful lot of stuff. You guys will still work out and come back together. All right? So I hope that helps. All right. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. Next up, what's up, Aich? How you been doing? What's up? All right, let's see what we got. You're going to be at you're gonna be at 1 hour. No, 59:40. Let's go with that. All right. Libra moved on a while ago, wondering what's next. Really? Doesn't match my card's energy. Let's see what's up with that. The Judgment card. Oh, it's for karma. Ah, Shazbutt. Libra's karma has to be played out with that person because that person, Libra didn't actually, well, Libra thinks Libra moved on, but Libra's getting cheated on. Oh, man. Libra's being played and made to feel like an option. It's karma for what Libra did onto you. So the energy I pulled does show that Libra would come back onto this one after fulfilling this bit of a karmic debt. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, got you. Ace of Cups. Okay. And the Emperor. Huh. Neat. There is a new love coming in for you on this one. The direction on it says it's a digital connection. All right. Something that never got off the ground before you and Libra came together is getting ready to come back together. By the way, Libra will reach out because Libra is the moved on energy is going to Mercury retrograde and go down like the Titanic, which does actually make Libra one of the Mercury retrograders. However, also there's something that never got off the ground before, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Emperor with someone else that is getting ready to cycle back around because at the time before they weren't ready due to some like anxieties or insecurities that due to the time and growing up, just aging, this person is coming to a more mature status and is going to make a pass at you. So you've got two incoming Mercury retrograde energies, one Ace of Cups Emperor that's bossed up, matured, and leveled up. And then Libra will come back in after paying the karmic debt when that Libra finds out that that person that Libra moved on a while ago has 2 or 3 other people behind the scenes. And your Libra age is going to find out that they're the side chick. You know what I mean? They're the third party. They're not the person. It's karma with the Magician card, Mercury retrograde, and the Ace of Pentacles, which gets confirmation that whomever this other person is that reaches out during the retrograde, it's like, look, I am so sorry this hasn't gone anywhere yet. How have you been? Please understand this is me. I get nervous or something like that. And you're like, it's cool. It's fine. And you don't say it outright, but in your head, you're like, with what I've gone through, I totally get it. But it still goes Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. You guys start something and it takes off. And then by the time that Libra reaches out to you, you're like, I'm sorry. I actually found this. I'm involved. You don't even tell the signs or anything because you're like, you know what, Libra, you don't deserve the answer at this point. I've moved on and my personal life is mine. And I've got this Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. I'm saying between you and me, it's a Cancer Capricorn. All right. Some strong Cancer Capricorn in this other person's chart. Also Aries, Gemini, Virgo, and more Capricorn. And that'll be the ultimate test. Are you going to tell Libra no when Libra reaches out and starts crying the blues to you? Found out that Libra was getting cheated on and the other person had multiple people and that, or are you going to stick with this Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles and take it all the way to fruition with the Fool card? All right. The new vibes that come back in during this retrograde, I'm not allowed to tell you what to go and do. That's your own free will. The energy tells me you go with this new Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. And Libra winds up jelly AF that Libra lost out while paying off the karmic debt by getting cheated on by other people. All right. Oh, that makes sense. You wind up extremely happy with somebody that's very fun, very young, and something that you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad this got off the ground now when it did. All right. So I hope that helps. Fancy Nancy, what's up, my Nancy? All right, let's see what's up. You're going to be at 103.23, Miss Nancy. All right, will Matu come to Phoenix today to meet me? And thank you much. You are welcome. A little bit of intimate time, a little bit of Phoenix vibes. Let's see what we've got. You know, it's like Mesa. I mean, it's just say Phoenix. Just Phoenix. Nobody knows Mesa. It's Phoenix. Let's call it Phoenix. All right, the Moon card. Holy crap. The Moon card on the Lovers card with the Tower card. Oh my gosh, if he could, he'd already be there. What's his work schedule like this week? The only thing I'm being told that gets in the way is he's like, I can't come to Phoenix. My work. If I was off this week, I'd be there. If you know for sure that he's off this week, yeah, gonna be there. Sun card, Knight of Cups. I'm being told yes, and it's some pretty wild, intimate times. It's not Ace of Wands times. It's a very private, peaceful connection between the two of you guys. This may be what starts this off on the ground, Nancy. I mean, I don't have anything to tell you no. I can't sit there. Like, where's Mattoon at? How easy is it for him to get to Phoenix or Mesa? It doesn't matter. And how easy? I mean, like, this is like, I think it's going to happen. This is like that one time This one time at band camp, no, not that. But that one time that I had nothing going on. I woke up on God, it was a Saturday morning. I woke up, I had nothing going on that day. It was a while ago. But Caitlin posted that she was going to do a concert on her TikTok. And I'm like, I got nothing going on. Screw it. I'm going to get a plane ticket. Whatever. I'll go down to Nashville and listen to a concert. Whatever. 2-hour flight, 2-hour drive. Would it matter? And I did it. I'm seriously pulling that same vibes here, Nancy, that he's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's a plane flight. It's quick. I can do it. I'm going. I really think that he does come your way. Without a doubt. I'd love to be like, oh, no, don't get your hopes up, Nancy. I don't know. He's got stuff going on. I think he's going to show. He's already going to pull an Archer vibe where he's like, you know what? Yeah, and just do it on a whim. It's wherever the Sag in his chart Nancy's activated, because it's that vibe that I was just like, yeah, I got nothing going on. Whatever. I'm just going to I'm just going to get on a plane to go to the concert. And I literally did fly home that night too. I was just like, I got nothing going on. I'm going to go down to Tennessee and watch a concert. I really think he's in that vibe that he's like, yeah, you know what? You're a font. I'm a grown up. I'm an adult. I'm going for it. And then he flies to Mesa. Now, if flights are involved, give that man some patience, because I do believe, if I remember this morning, I'm pretty sure that your guys' airport is one of the ones that's got cancellations and stuff. I think, if I remember, over on the West Coast, I'm pretty sure Phoenix had issues. I think. Now I want to check the flight reports. I'll look on it. But you got a pretty darn good possibility, Nance. I'm gonna tell you what. Yeah, you might. You might go a lot further than you thinking. All right. God is very proud of the way you've adjusted, like, how you word the questions. All right. Right now, don't worry about the diamond. The diamond will come with it, because there's a lot more fun and warmful heart energy first. And then the possessions show up after that. All right. Yeah. 2 of Cups to the High Priestess. I'm actually, I wasn't supposed to tell you all that, Nancy, to give it away, that it still leads to the diamond. But I whatever. God didn't shut me up. All right. Let's keep going. Next up is Faith. Hi, Faith and Love. All right, you are at 106.50. All right, Faith and Love. What's the what is engagement or an ending coming with C and I? Okay, sorry. I jumbled the words. All right, let's see what we got for you, girl. The Judgment card, the Hierophant, the Ace of Cups. It's go time. The Devil. Okay. Right now, what I'm seeing going between the two of you guys is C is beating the Devil. Okay, this here, whatever got in the way that he put, that whatever C put in front of you, put first, right? Okay, this could be independent streak. I'm not ready for a connection or relationship. This could be it's the Devil vibes. It could be an addiction. It could be anything along those lines that he had to motivate himself through with Capricorn energy to come back and correct with the Ace of Cups to the Hierophant. The Judgment card says that C is actually right on point. There is not an ending coming up, but this Mercury retrograde, C will be doing some internal looking with that Judgment card, going deeper as to why the Devil energy in his energy is what always kept winning. He kept choosing the Devil over you. Now, wherever he went somewhere, traveled somewhere, did something, and this was needed in order to beat the Devil energy, Capricorn vibes, to motivate out of the Devil energy and come in correct for you with the Star card. So what I do see is it's not over. I do see C continuing and finishing the healing journey and coming in asking for something new, fresh. Can we begin again? Okay. And this time it goes in the Hierophant to union. So it is not an endment, but actually, even with the way my eyes turned around the word, even you picking about engagement, it does still wind up leading to engagement for you too. Okay. There's some stuff that C was grieving and working through that was very hard to beat and overcome. But you're the one with that Star card that led him to actually believing he can beat that energy and come in correct for you. So it is absolutely not over. No matter how far apart you guys grow, you're coming back together. It's already on a return. Okay. All right. Down to Tia B. All right, Tia, think about your Piscean. You're going to be at 109 even. All right. Because the cards popped. As soon as I said, think about your Piscean, the cards popped. 7 of Cups to the 10 of Wands. Your Piscean's done making you feel like an option. You guys are actually getting ready to advance into a relationship status, which means this most recent fight, block, silent mode was the final stage of stage 1 of you guys growing into a relationship. That awkward, I don't know you. I don't know you yet. Well, forget it then. Just forget it, right? You guys are past that stage. Now you're coming into the new stage of actually him opening up, maybe him complaining not about you, but about his life a little bit more and starting to let you know why he acts and is the way he is. Well, here's what's going on in my life, followed by a 10-page novel. Okay. This is going to give you information and all the bullet points. This is stuff that he needs help with from a partner. And will also allow you to come back in. Well, okay, well, here's what I've dealt with and done with. So don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Those trigger me. He's like, well, don't do this, don't, this all triggers me. This is what I'm going through. So you'd be like, oh, wow, you're dealing with that? Okay, noted. I won't do that to you in the future. You're dealing with this? Okay, I won't. Okay, no problem. And you guys are actually staged out of growing Five of Wands and learning each other's triggers and sensitive points in order to open up and be more vulnerable and go into your Six of Wands. Success for the two of you guys. This is now stage 2, chapter 2 of the connection growing, where you guys start talking about the Five Swords, the grief that you both have been through, in order to prevent it from getting into your guys' connection. So this is growing. Welcome to stage phase 2. All right. Okay, God, activate phase 2 for Tia Bia and her Pisces. Activate phase 2. Cancel the 3-ring circus. Close all stores in the mall. Knight of Pentacles to the Five of Wands. This chapter is going to last for a minute as you guys talk about a lot of what you guys have been through in the past, so that problems that cause derailments in past relationships do not creep into this relationship going forward. And I'm out of oxygen. All right. Oh, I hope that helps. You and Pisces are going to be okay. By the way, Leo's still jealous. Leo will be fine. Don't worry about Leo. Leo made his choice. All right. You and Pisces will work out. Remember, Pisces is not Leo. Pisces is not going to do to you what Leo did. If you ever chose to tell Pisces what Leo did to you, it would probably tick Pisces off. And Pisces would be like, first of all, Pisces would say, I'm not going to do that to you. Second of all, Pisces would be like, give me Leo's phone number. All right. There's a little bit of piranha inside your Pisces, Tia Bia. He'll protect you. All right. The man just got to open up a little bit. Okay. Next up is, what's up, D Chica? Why does it keep changing your screen name? Can I just call you MD Chica? What's up, Chica? Let's find out. You're awesome too. And that's why I'm rubber your glue. That means you're awesome too. All right. Give me some cards for the Chica. The Emperor on the 3 of Swords. Daddy's home. He cuts it out with the 2 of Cups and comes back in your way. The 10 of Swords. All right. 3 of Swords. Person, place, or thing. Whatever he picked over you, he has cut out and gotten away from. All right. I'm being told it's the flirting energy. He was never cheating. He never jetted on you. Nobody else could put up with him. That's the thing. So he never cheated on you, but the dude needed to stop being like, well, hey, just because I own the car doesn't mean I can't look at the lots when I drive by it. I'd be like, no, that car analogy doesn't work when you're talking about a human being. It's not a car with a title. Yeah, you own a car. You're totally allowed to look at car lots when you drive past it. But MD Chica is a chica. She's not a car, right? And that's the thing. This will teach a little bit of respect. He's learning how to respect and value you and what you bring to the connection, all right? He will be one of the Mercury retrograders, just so you know, the 10 of Swords. He thinks you've moved on anyways. He thinks you're better off without him, and that's driving him batty completely up the wall. All right. Okay, Liv, what's up, Liv? Liv, you are golden. Don't you worry a bit about it. It was an energy check-in, right, Liv? Oh, yeah, go ahead and pop the info. Perfect. You're good, Liv. You're here. Let's do it to it. You are on time. No, you're fine. Okay, we're going to put you at 1:13:23 for your timestamp. Oh, no, go for it. You're good. I'm here. I'm with you. Go ahead and type it. I'm just shuffling. I'm connecting the energy. This is the coolest way to do it, because while you're typing, I'm shuffling cards. Watch how this goes. This is some wild stuff. You're good. You're good, Liv. Don't worry. You're good. Take your time to type it. It's no big deal. No, this is you. Go ahead and type your question. I'm shuffling while you're typing. You're good. You're good, girl. You're good, Liv. Don't you worry. You're good. See, it's cooler here than on TikTok, when you have to like keep copying and pasting it because everybody's trying to type the same stuff. And it's like, oh my God, how does Archer even see it on TikTok, right? This is cool because it gives me the time to interact with you guys. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. Libra. Okay, yep. All right. And Z is the Pisces man. Okay, Libra and Pisces. And you're waiting for Z to reach out. Okay. All right. All right, God, give me some Libra Pisces energy. What do we got cooking? Tab me in, tune me in. Let's go. 6 of Cups, the Moon card. Pisces energy showed up, the Sun card, and the Nine of Cups with the Six of Wands. You guys are actually going to be okay. All right. So the thing on this with the Six of Wands, Six of Cups, Six of Wands, the time that I'm being told the time that you're giving him to process through things in order to reach out to you is a very good move. Okay. He is working on clearing some things out. That's a big part of this. Now, I do know he comes across as a stubborn little fishy, right? The thing on it is he's not actually being stubborn. Remember that poor Pisces got stuck with the Gregorian calendar and leap year when we jacked up the calendar, right? So that's the thing on this one. To give your Piscean some time to process and clear their slate, because your Pisces, he didn't tell you that a lot of what he took out on you is due to a lot of the insecurities from the female narcissist that he dealt with before you, that leaves him feeling like he's not good enough, okay? He has never felt like he fit in anywhere, okay? He's had a lot of women that have taken and abused him a lot, okay? Energetical vampires, all right? He got played very hard during the COVID years, okay? I think that's the last time he was in, Four of Wands. He dealt with some twin flame vibes. I don't think you're his twin, you're his soulmate, and that's a very good place. You want to be in the soulmate vibes because he dealt with like the karmics that he dealt with. This is what took him to this stage, okay? Now, he's got a little bit of fear of losing you in this time apart because everybody else has walked away from him too, and he really feels your Pisces, in your Pisces unawoke energy, he had a habit of burning bridges. He really has nowhere else to go on this one, okay? In the fact that he couldn't fall back onto a crutch to get through this energy. This is something that he needs to work in and do on his own, okay? You guys had to separate. You even knew this because you protect him. You look out for him, and he never would have hit the rock bottom stage that he needed to. Now, mind you, he's safe. No harm's going to come to him. He's not in some detrimental, horrible moment. It's a metaphorical rock bottom. He was taking advantage of your nature and your heart, okay? To objectively look at it, he didn't realize and value what he had. He still looked at you in the old energies the way his exes and him were. So you didn't get to meet the real him yet. You met a very damaged Pisces, all right? However, underneath this isolation time, he is not used to somebody giving him time to process. He's used to being pressured into stuff. Women telling him how much to spend on him. Or here's the only way that this is going to work. If you buy me this, do me this, right? You loved him, and he treated you like you were one of the gold diggers, all right? But you're not. It's just, it was his learned behavior, right? Total Jamie Foxx. She take my money. If me and your Pisces were hanging out and just chilling right now on a bench somewhere, that's what him and me would be like. Jamie Foxx, and that would be in that music video. I'd be like, would that make me Kanye? I ain't saying she a gold digger. She did money. No, I think he'd be Conway and I'd be Jamie Foxx, okay? But this is the vibe, and this is why he treated you the way he did with the Seven of Cups to the Knight of Pentacles. You guys had to separate and go your own ways at the moment to allow him to process this. In the Queen of Wands, there is a third energy. Violet Jessup showed up in this one, okay? This is giving him some time to process through the fact that he self-sabotaged it because he thought you were just, the same thing was going to happen. He was so used to it. He had grown so used to this. Even back when he was a kid, his parents didn't, he's been on his own for a long time, hasn't he? I am not giving him a whole free pass, but it's enough of what I'm seeing on this one that I'd be like, like he's great at his job because he learned his job. He didn't have a good parent figure to teach him how to relationship. This is what you guys are going through, Liv. This is what he grew up with. You were experiencing his childhood. This is what he knows. All right. Now, the time apart is letting him realize he doesn't want this to become that way. He doesn't want to turn into his dad. He doesn't want you to be his mom. But this is what he watched his mom and dad do. He actually thinks this is how relationships work. He's like, Archer, isn't this how it works? I'm like, no, this is why your parents' relationship is so jacked up. He's like, oh. I'm like, yeah. The Hermit card. This time apart, Queen of Wands, Three of Swords to the Six of Pentacles. That's what he's going through right now, Liv, is the fact that while you guys are separated, he's looking inward during this Mercury retrograde. This Mercury retrograde is that Virgo energy, and everybody looking inward to be like, what did I do? How could I have done this better? And that's what's going to lead him during the retrograde to reach out and make contact with you on this, okay? Three of Swords to the Six of Pentacles. On his side of the fence, it is him finally, Every other woman in his life literally has been like his mother, right? And so this is what he's used to. He found the women that you know how they say men marry their moms? In this case, right? So you're the one that actually showed him that he can break out of that cycle. You are not like any of his exes, even though at first he assumed it. And that's the vibes that in this isolation and him looking inward, him going, I don't want what my parents had. I want different. I want like my buddy Jim. Because like his parents loved each other and he only had to go to one house for Christmas. I want that. And I really want it with Liv. As he thinks about what he really wants and how he wants to break that generational cycle, okay, and clear the generational curses of his family's ancestral lines, he doesn't think about any other of his exes. He thinks about you. He's going to Mercury retrograde, but it's going to be on you. And just so you know, as he's going through this right now, he's going to have 2 exes Mercury retrograde and reach out to him. And he's not even going to pay attention to them because he's like, I don't want you. I don't want you. I want Liv. You'll never even hear about these 2 communications because they'll reach out and make contact to him and he's not going to acknowledge it. He's just going to block him. It's all part of his awakening. And then he reaches out to you. Okay? You'll hear from him before the end of retrograde. He's going to retrograde. All right? He's going to retrograde. He's going to retrograde all over you. All right? He's depressed. You know he's depressed. He's had depression since he was a kid. He's fought and battled depression for a long time, 5 of Cups, and he does miss you. You make him happy. Your Piscean is not used to being very happy. He's used to being abused and taken not good care of. You're the first person in his life that's ever actually taken good care of him. And like Frankie taught me years ago, we think 77 jillion thoughts a day. You don't think for a minute there's not a day that goes by that you don't cross his mind. You still help him more than you know. All right? You guys will be okay. That Piscean loves you very much. That Piscean is going through a lot of stuff. And I know you are too. But if you can hang in there and hold it together, because you've got some strong friend groups, not even counting the channel here. You know what I mean? If you hang in there, this is giving you time, this Mercury retrograde, to reflect even on you and be like, how can I do better? How can I be better? Because you're willing to do it. That's what I love about you. You're not turning a blind eye and being like, nope, all his fault. You're like, yeah, I could have reacted differently, maybe, type of thing. You guys, that's why this is happening the way it is for you, Liv, because this is actually a lesson built for 2. The lesson is still going on. It's like, remember back in science class when you had to pick partners? You guys picked partners. You guys are each other's partners. Now you gotta he'll get back in here so you guys can turn on the Bunsen burner and make volcanoes and blow stuff up in science class. Okay, right? This is the way it goes. You hang tight. He'll come back. He's on the list for a retrograde. He'll retrograde back in. Okay, it's definitely not over yet between the 2 of you guys. All right. Frankie's a Scorpio. She's usually right. I don't remember a time. Frankie might have been wrong that one time back in 1998, but nobody was around, so I don't think it counts. All right, right? Something about you'll get your roast beef at an Arby's or something. I don't know. Anyways, okay, let's see what else is up. It's gonna be okay, Liv. All right, you're cool. It's good. He's one of the retrograders. That man has been through, and I'm not downplaying what you guys went through, but that man has been through an awful lot. All right. They call me pastel yellow. Quite right. 123.27 for you. Give me a couple cards for pastel yellow. We ain't gonna let nobody harsh pastel yellows shine. The Fool card, the High Priestess, the 2 of Swords. Have faith. Have a little faith and hope on the 2 of Swords left. Your guardian angels with the 3 of Pentacles are working to bring you guys back together. And even though you do think this is over yet, the High Priestess to the Fool card, expect him to take a risk and take a leap on this right in your direction. The overall energy is the Empress. You will be receiving a message from him that makes you very happy and very shocked. All right. And what's up, DJ Jazzy Jeff, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? This is a little story about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. So just take a little moment and sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. Ow. Anyways, you guys are all singing that song right now. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds is where I spent most of my days. You guys are all doing it too. I love it. Dude, we are a family here. A couple of guys that were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, you're moving with your auntie and uncle to Bel-Air. Let's do it. I whistled for the cab, and when it came near, the license plate said fresh, and it had dice in the mirrors. I thought, if anything, this cab was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it. Everybody that just said, yo, home to Bel Air, we are now best friends. Fist bump. All right, let's go. Okay. DJ Jizzy Jeff, bump, bump. All right. Give me a little something for jazz. Give me a little something for jazz. Give me a little love for jazz. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Three of Swords. The twin flame, the one that broke your heart, is going to reach out during Mercury retrograde. Straight up, jazz. This one's not over yet. By the way, your girlfriend, her and her dude are going to work out too. You got one friend that you guys have both been dealing with guy issues, and it's almost like you guys feel like the reason you're besties is because both of you are dealing with guy issues. Jazz, you and your bestie both wind up reuniting with your twin flames, okay? I don't want to call it a full Mercury retrograde. I do think it happens during Sagittarius season, because for some reason, Jazz, I'm being told Sagittarius season is like vital or important to your guys' connections. But then you and your girl bestie friend get to wind up doing double dates with the guys in the future, okay? Three of Swords on the Four of Wands. Your twin flame will be back after going through their tower karma, paying the debt, Two of Wands, and then deciding to return with the Fool card. And the guardian angels are with you guys on the Three of Pentacles to work it out for you. All right, so you guys are going to be good. Christmas is going to be really good for you. All right, Jazz. All right, Tina Marie. What up? What up, girl? Tina Marie. All right, let's see what we've got on this. I want to go and see like a Beatles. I want to go see a Beatles cover band like Rain or like the Fab Four or something. I want to see a Beatles cover band. We need a Beatles cover band to come to Michigan or Tennessee. Michigan right now would be easier, but if I have to hop on a plane, that's fine. I don't know. I usually do that for Caitlin Petty concerts. Tower card. Okay, let's see what we got. All right. Did I give you a timestamp, Tina Marie? If not, let's put you at 126.36. Tower card, Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Oh my God, it's the same energy. It's like you and Tina, you and Jazzy are in the same soulmate cycles. You guys are soulmates. You got the same thing going on. Your twin flame is going through a tower moment right now in Mercury retrograde. Karma came to collect, rent's due on the 1st, and your twin is paying up. Ace of Pentacles to the Four of Wands. After breaking your heart and choosing the wrong choice over you, your twin flame's returning after a pause and a period here. Sun card to the 10 of Cups. This Mercury retrograde will make you quite happy. Tina, are you and Jazzy actually the two friends that you guys both, you and your guys work out? Or Jazz, you know somebody named Tina or something? Because it's similar vibes. It's even the same cards that you and your boo work out. 10 of Cups to the Sun card. Happier than you dreamed about. Something that you're like, oh, it's never going to happen. Not a chance. It's totally going to happen. Is somebody out there seriously starting a snowblower? It's Michigan, and it was like an inch. I think so. And it didn't stick to the ground. It stuck to the grass. You know what? Maybe somebody's just checking it to make sure it works. I hope the mic doesn't pick that up. It's cool. I don't care. Anyhow, okay. Rowdy, thank you for the reimbursement, bro. Thank you for the reimbursement. Although I do feel like something's coming out. Let's give you a 128 even timestamp, all right? Death card, Queen of Swords. Oh. This is an update and a check-in from your brother. Death card, Queen of Swords. He wants you to know he's at peace. For some reason, there's still something in your head that you're fearful of that maybe is like, I wish I'd forgiven him before he crossed, and you've been carrying guilt about it or something. He's sitting there going, you got nothing to worry about. Stop feeling guilty for that. I've heard you say it 20 times since I crossed over. You're good. When somebody crosses over, that stuff all goes away. People do not carry any of the 7 deadly sins with them into the other timeline. So with him on the other side now already, he's not sitting there with feelings of guilt and jealousy and animosity or any of that stuff. That stuff, there's no grudges being held. That stuff don't exist in heaven. Angels don't deal with that stuff. It's totally cool. He's like, you're okay, man. We good. Knight of Pentacles. He's literally, this must be how your brother talks to you. Because he's like, would you please just tell Rowdy get over it? I don't know if that's just how you two talked or not, but it's like, he'd be like, we good. 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups. Meanwhile, he's actually still working on your love life for you. Don't think that door is closed either. You will start feeling better too. What's up with your sinuses right now? Your nose running faster than a DM, or is it the opposite where you're a rubber cement factory or something? 5 of Pentacles. I'm being told that even finds its way and works itself out a little bit too. And more water, more hydration needed. All right, because you are still going to have your person returning still too. Your brother's still working on that too. That's actually part of your brother's karmic debt. He's got to make your love life work out as a result of what he did to you when you were 8. He knows he's got to pay that debt off. He has to make your love life well to make for whatever it was he did to make fun of you as a kid. Yep, he's got to make your love life work. So he's ghost stalking your person, but he's trying to get the hang of it, right? Like if he was in Ebenezer Scrooge or something, he'd be like, "These chains are heavy. This is weird. How do I do this? What?" It's oh man, I keep dropping the chains and bumping into things all the time. That's why you keep hearing weird rattling noises at home. But it takes ghosts a minute to get used to things when they transition over. And I think he's like, "Don't worry about it, St. Peter. Just send me in. I'm ready for this." And they're like, "Are you sure? You haven't been through your training. We're going to give you an F-18 fighter pilot jet. I'm fine. I got this." Oh, man. Let's try that again. Right? All right. So I hope that helps. And Thaddeus, what up? Thank you for this super chat and the one on the other reading. Thank you so much. You're so generous, dude. All right. You're at 130-40. And you got the 2 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, on the King of Cups. Your person actually, 2 of Pentacles to the 2 of Swords, comes out of the 6-7 energy and actually decides to heal 6 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. And the result is a balanced reciprocal relationship and seeing things from a different perspective. The 2 of Swords is my card of hope and faith. Hang tight and keep hope and faith, because during retrograde, this 4 of Pentacles is going to come down off of your person, and they're bearing away their King of Wands player vibes, and 9 of Cups coming your way just as you've been praying for. All right? Knight of Wands is a green flag that the player has retired, and coming in is an honest, loyal person. I don't know why, but I keep hearing 7 Nation Army. White Stripes, 7 Nation Army. Jack White's good people. Jack White is very good people. Cool. All right. So I hope that helps, guys. And we did it. We're covered. We are super chatted. Did it. And we will do this again tomorrow. I will release it at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then once we get 15, 20, or 5,000 super chats, then I'll start reading. Because, like, I never pay attention to my stop point. But thank you guys so much. I hope it helped and everything worked out. Is it okay to come? Yeah, totally, Liv. You're part of the family. You do not have to stay on TikTok at all. You can come now that while you're here, look at everything else too. I got base covers of like Caitlin Petty songs, my original songs. There's pick-a-cards. There's family messages. There is tons of stuff on this channel. You make yourself at home, Liv. You are part of the fam. YouTube and TikTok, it don't matter. I don't discriminate here. We practice fair housing here. It's a judgment-free zone. All right. We do not discriminate for familial status or income or any of that stuff. It's cool. That's why I've always said, people, when you do driving tests, they should make fair housing part of driving tests to teach everybody how to treat everybody fairly and equally. One of the best things and the biggest changes in my life and my mindset was when I had to do fair housing training. Changed my life. Anyways, a retrograder, when I use the term, when I use the Archerism retrograder, that means that at some point during this Mercury retrograde, he'll reach out. And gosh, what is it? I forget the dates. Hold on, let me look. I don't use the Siri stuff. I like typing. When? I forget the end date. Mercury retrograde. I like typing. I don't use the Siri stuff. Okay, November 9th. Duh, there you go. November 9th. Oh, yeah, that's right. Retrograde started at the moment that the Senate and the House started negotiating stuff. How about that? And it ends on November 29th. Okay. So, the next one coming up is February 26th to March 20th of 2026. So that means anybody that I've referred to with the Archerism of retrograder, it means they're going to come in during the retrograde, which will be some point between November 9th and November 29th. We are at the 10th. Tomorrow's the portal. So there we go. Cool. Of course, free will can always get in the way. Free will is the bane of every tarot reader's existence. However, my Scorpio placements, I'm usually pretty darn close right most of the time. I'll tell you what. All right. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do for you, Liv. God, I need a percentage. Give me the deck that's going to show me the most numbers, please. Okay, cool. Give me a percentage. Give me a percentage. Nah, you good, Liv. You good. This retrograde's, and Liv, you're not going to hear just from him. You're going to have more than one person retrograde back. This retrograde is a little off the charts, okay? The planets haven't been lined up like this since the days of the Civil War, which means a lot of people, their muskets are going off. How do you work this thing? Yeah, people are retrograding, just reaching out to like everybody. 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 8 Strength card, 85%. You have an 82 to an 85% chance of him returning during the retrograde, Liv. All right. This means we have an incoming warm front coming in off of his western coast, out of his left brain, that will start to energize, moving in the cold front coming in off of Canada. Okay. This will see, I can't keep a newscaster's voice. Could you picture me doing the weather and be like, okay, okay, okay? I can't stop saying okay, right? I'd be like, okay, so Michigan, you got some snow. It's stretching down towards Tennessee and Virginia, South Carolina. You guys are okay. Okay, right? Now, Florida, you're down here. It looks like you're going to like yell at Cuba. Be nice to Cuba down there. But you got a hurricane followed by another. See, I would say okay the whole time and it would wreck the whole newscast. Anyway, that was a lot. Okay, it's not a bad energy. But yeah, Liv, you're one of the ones that I do see that with that 2 coming out, you'll have more, like your person will reach out. You're also going to have somebody else reach out that you're like, oh God, not them. Or you might be like, oh, well, forgot about you, So yeah, you got more than one chance going. All right, guys, what do you say? You want to call it? Say goodnight, sunshine. Make sure you check out everybody else here on the Archer Network on the homepage, Sunshine Intuitive Tarot and Frankie's Tarot. Don't forget me and her we got her birthday collab coming up on Sunday. And History Talk is there. And the one and only Miss Caitlin Petty's there. So check it out. Hang out. Be a part of the fam. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow for Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. They're up. And there will be another Cards and Coffee tomorrow. I'll release it at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And then we'll jump in and start answering the questions at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. All right, guys. Otherwise, have a good evening. You know me. I'm a Cancer sun. I'm going to you make sure you eat something and you get some sleep. You got to sleep. You got to rest. I'm still the mother of the Zodiac. All right. So I'm going to look out for you guys. And I'm part Italian. Munja. You got to eat something. All right. Dad's side of the family was the Ireland people. All right. So eat some potatoes. Then both sides of my family will be happy. Eat something on the potato boat. All right, guys. You have a good one. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. You guys all have a good night. Spinny hugs, and peace and love. Happy 11/11 Eve. There, found it. Peace and love. Happy 11/11 Eve. I love you guys. Bye.